get this class trail done with then. I feel kind of bad for stretching out this chapter over 3 streams instead of 2 streams. All things considered. And once again, I'm late today. Seems to be a recurring theme. But hello. Hope you're doing fine. Free drop prep. Don't think I've gotten any new skills that I can use. Like, yeah, I didn't really buy any new skills, so not much I can do here. Let me quickly check these. So it's your last episode of this and there's almost 39 minutes left. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't think that drove a stream of all my class. You think? I want to check the accounts just because I always kind of forget these. Apparently, okay, just it's a bit of needle spinning around. Yeah, I guess I'll make a mark into the first floor swab at 5 AM. There's a strange rumbling noise at 5:30 AM. Let me just quickly review everything here. So, grip house, beyond repair, smashed, dismembered. Seems to slow down. Also, like a red wire around his leg. Right. If it wasn't wrapped around his leg like that, you would think like they wrapped it around the pillow so like he would trip over it or something. And would like pull the thing on top of him. Good night button, yes. Oil on the... Is it really going to hold any significance? Maybe conjunction with this one. 2 people couldn't even move it. The hammer that was new. The chain right there. Underneath the body there were like kill fragments. The clock. And contact elevator no longer worked. Button was smashed. Negative sudden appearance evented in. His timer, yeah. The doorbell was broken off and strange feeling in the tower. Alright, because the tower turned towards some shit. I don't know what's going on with that. I thought I didn't know the inner layout of the building until that happened. Pretty sure I've got all my skills enabled at this point too. Yeah, I don't have any other skills. I should have bought new skills, I just didn't really think about it. Yeah. Actually, I can't do that now, can I? Hold on. I might be able to. Use an influence base for the class trail. What is the influence gauge? Give me that. Slightly steadies your aim. This is something for the also a lot of jump. So easier to shift mood to your favor during oh yeah, sure. Because that entire minigame sucks ass. No, skills is the other menu. Is it going to help? I don't know. Maybe it's going to help, maybe it's not going to help. Alright, let's begin.
Now then, let's begin with a simple
We're gonna need
explanation
to
of
talk
the
a lot
class
during this,
trial.
that's fine.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Chat, what is that cross made out of? Is it rulers? I think it's rulers, because that's not a normal cross. I also still think that the Wookiee is like drumsticks, but I'm not sure about that.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive
I guess only the
punishment.
murderer gets
If you
special
pick
ones,
the
huh?
wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will
Those are
earn
the
the right
rules.
to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and ready
Also, it's probably
to
good
go.
that I didn't do it yesterday because my throat felt funny after streaming.
Whoever survives will be treated to a
It's either from talking too much or it's from doing
Guess
different
what?
things.
Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his
I mean, it
life.
might be good throwing a doozy again in the Sakane. Just like a repeat of the first game as well. Where it seemed to be someone else.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm
She's really
definitely
motivated.
not tempted by curry. Got it? Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of
Yeah,
drool
boy.
flowing from your
This is
mouth.
how we really start.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Why strawberries and grapes anyway? Like, why not just call us?
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Oh, why are you... Oh.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Emerson, I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
I guess what that's saying she means like, open legs?
It looks like
whatever.
those. I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered
Look at the voices are
Nekomaru's body.
really low again.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane
I guess
heard
everyone
that
left
and
now. It's
rushed
kind of
over.
like low voices, huh?
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry
Oh,
House,
you could get
obviously.
picked up pretty fine.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
Because I could just need everyone else
So
to
we
speak up a
decided to
little
go to the
bit.
tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
Okay, you're looking a little bit too eager, which is making me
Anyway,
suspicious.
it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Honestly, chat, I have no idea who it is,
One
by
of
the
you
way.
better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
Like in the first game, it was pretty easy to guess who did it, but in the second game, I've got totally no idea at all in any of these cases.
You're the cruelest one here!
Well, except for Nagito in the first case, but yeah, that also didn't end up being true.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about
Lovers'
this
quarrel?
seriously.
Oh no.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
If you're going to say the hammer, you're a fucking idiot, by the way.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is by just looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. It's only one thing in the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably... Oh boy. Yeah, boy. So I like that the floor is like Christmas decorated, like red and green. Oh, are you going to make me choose the
Guess we should figure out
hammer
the
by
weapon
mistake?
first.
Oh.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
I mean, I agree that it is a surprise, but... Never in the tower was a weapon, it looks like you said, it looks like it's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that
There's going
hammer
to be wrong with this one, but let's see what it does.
and beat the crap.
Okay.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
The pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer.
Hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No? What the fuck you do then?
Damn it!
Fuck you do then?
I guess we should figure out the
We're
weapon
starting off
first.
great there, aren't we?
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the
Hammer! The killer
This
used
is the
that
last thing
and
that he
beat the
said
crap
again.
out of.
If it was unexpected,
That's right.
It was a surprise. The weapon is
Nice
decided.
beauty.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected,
I suppose that is.
That's right.
It was a surprise. The weapon is
Decided.
I guess we should figure out the
Oh, I'm
weapon
already
first.
drawing this with a blank.
Weapon
A
was
great
right there.
start to
That
the day,
pillar,
huh?
no, the hammer. The killer used that
Hammer and beat the.
Pretty sure I already did that one, right?
No, that's wrong.
What do you mean I did? Oh. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you,
No.
Luigi.
I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Wasn't it the first thing I did?
Why not?
No.
Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Also, how heavy do you think that hammer is? No one
The
tried to lift
hammer
it up.
was used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect some oil to be on it, at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Don't tell me that this was some sort of stupid test of strength, and Nekomaru was like, yeah, I can stop this pillar if it falls over, and he died.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty
Also a good point.
insightful, baby gangsta.
Nice nickname.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Oh, why are
I
you being
thought-
like this?
Maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Y'all dumb.
How about we look at it from a different angle? If it
Y'all
doesn't have
dumb.
oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon is oil, but if it's something on the crime scene that has oil in it,
I
it's a broken
see.
pillar. Come on.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar.
Yeah, and nobody would be able to pick it up either,
Even
so...
if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
You sure about that? I'll let it shut
Even
it.
if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That's the word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's
But
no way
that's a
Nekomaru would
problem.
commit suicide.
If it's not the pillar, then
Really?
there's no other
We're
weapon
not
we
going to
can
do
think
that
of.
again, are we?
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all.
Kind of tempted to put the heating on. It's cold
All
in
right.
here.
It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Give me a second. Let me put it on too.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
I don't like that I still have 7 options. I'm not
There's
even in the
no
final
need to
case
lift
yet.
that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted
Guys,
a
you
ton
should
of
kind of sound like
force.
Sadie from Persona, actually.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
Killing Nekomaru tipping over the pillar isn't really it.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
No, I think it was
What about tipping the pillar
hit by
over?
the hand.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, I'm getting hella excited.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
Maybe it's the wire?
beating
I
him
don't
with it is
I'm not
beyond a
quite
dream.
sure.
What about tipping the
No. So Jack Drac or something normal when they shout out? Should be.
Damn it!
Here's the nice say back.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
And then the fragments come in because
beating
why
him
the
with it is
fragments under
beyond a
him?
dream.
What about tipping the over?
No?
Damn it!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
We starting the game's pretty good, aren't we?
If the pillar was not lifted,
Oh wait, did they shoot you a broken door? No.
What about tipping the
No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
for fuck's sake. I had the wrong bullet.
If Nekomaru was
God
crushed
damn it.
by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was
Actually,
killed by
Jack,
that pillar.
Why did I think the floor was green and red? It's more like blue and pink, isn't
Why
it?
are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
then I shall ask you, what way is that?
I mean, come on, you're not going to get the answer straight out of him.
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
He's lost all his motivation. He's
I've
goblin.
learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Don't tell me that hammer is the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you
It
know?
is that fucking hammer.
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
And then take the hammer and punch this guy's face in. Alright.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
This guy is never going to be the culprit. Maybe he will die, but his only fucking will for his existence is just to be obnoxious and spew shit, isn't it?
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, the ultimate tunee, maybe.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since
Don't
you
encourage
wield
his
your four
behavior.
dark davas of destruction.
I see.
Why is he getting embarrassed over this? Actually, these two have been getting along way too well this last chapter.
Why? But I'm not liking this.
And I hate to agree with you.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to
ultimate
solve
weapon,
the
huh?
secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
I mean, I guess it would make sense if they were like right next to each other in the case of the elevator turning around. Because that dead room would connect both the houses, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right?
This idiot. Yeah.
Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
Actually, no, the death room is on the opposite side. Disregard that, my theory wouldn't make sense. There is still that one vent maybe on the bottom of the floor, so maybe that was
But
it.
in actuality,
It's all back.
they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the
Fuck off, you
funhouse.
fruit buns.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense,
Oh,
but
fuck
Miss
off.
Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
After I'm done bashing in Gundam's face, you're the next one.
For show.
Fucking
I
simp.
shall leave this matter to your discretion.
For sure. Yeah. Two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought it was the first two, but and the finding proof that completely contradicts that. No, this is going to be Kazuchi's account, isn't it? No, guess it's not going to be that. Strange feeling in the tower then.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
Yeah, because Felix's account was the one with
Weird to say they're both the same price. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Well, don't have to think the two houses in the same building, but this was only mystery, no negative mention there.
In
I think it's the
truth,
first thing I
Strawberry
need to shoot
Tower
this.
and Grape Tower are actually
No, that's wrong.
I like how I struggled at the first two one, and this one I just got like correct right
Are they
away.
really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Oh my god. Now I'm starting to see what Mario meant with the Barker Squad. Like, they're all fucking idiots. And the only one who knows shit is a shithead and won't even tell you the straight answer. Thanks, Nagito.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange?
I mean, I guess Jackie isn't totally stupid either, but...
From Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Great Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer
Maybe
is
the tower
correct
doesn't only
answer?
rotate, but it also goes up and down. There's more radius here this time. Yeah. Yeah, the last game we only really had like one big idiot. Well, maybe two if you count Asahina. But Hero was the biggest idiot there. Toko is just an idiot. And Byakuya was at least competent.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
What did you say? I'm paying attention to that because of chat. If so, then what do you say being such an simple answer is the correct answer?
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down.
Oh, time for this nonsense.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
No, why? And the pillar, and the blood stain, and everything else?
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Monokuma does a lot of shit, but messing with the body is not one of his things. Pretty sure he's not even allowed to do that either.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Fuck off, Marie Antoinette. Wire oil, tipped over new looking hammer. Probably the oil on the floor.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been
I need the
rolled.
damage up for this shit because it's barely doing any damage
And
now.
Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Spectre of the Prince is overcoming an argument with great confidence in the
There are many different ways.
Yeah.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
I am pressing down on my D-pad, why is it diagonal?
And Nekomaru could have
Not
been
on
moved
my
piece by
D-pad, I'm with my
piece.
joystick.
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I was not doing anything. What is this?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ah! One shot.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
No! Let me wiggle! Oh wait, I have limited cuts, don't I?
There are many different ways.
Oh no.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
What the fuck is this shit? Why am I constantly one struck short?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have
Oh,
been
this is
moved.
one wasted there.
The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Yeah. Oh god. Turn on the heating, that was too warm in here. I'm turning down by one.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
There we go. Why do I need to time this? I hate this.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future, the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all easy as pie.
No, I'm supposed to do everything with the oil on the floor.
Damn it! There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Why does it feel like this has gotten harder for no reason all of a sudden than it was before?
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I don't fucking hate. I don't like this. I fucking hate this minigame.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Getting it at the correct angle is more
damage. Moving the body
damage.
and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
I think I know where to aim at least now, but...
Forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future, the pillar, he could have moved it all easy as pie.
Fuck me. Oh, now I go back to the first one again. Oh.
There are many
Yeah, I don't like this shit.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short
one
time.
off the Robo-Bear.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the...
Allow me to cut through those words.
If we just paid attention to what you were saying instead of messing around, I could have found it better.
Is possible, but it would have been impossible.
Yeah, I don't like this.
On the floor.
This minigame at all. Also, it took me until the 4th case to realize that you have a limited amount of swipes you could do. So that's going to spell fun for the next few trails, isn't it?
When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Yeah, you just fucking bocce wiggle there. And think for a moment. Fucking never mind. You don't have a mind. You fucking idiot.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
How about to bash both of your heads
So
in?
what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower
Guess they didn't
floor
need a
was a
button mash.
complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Don't you love the Barker spell? No. No.
No idea, huh?
Mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only thing we can do is rely on one person who has those clues.
Hey,
Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial.
One of them needs a punch to the face. Oh, okay, more than one person there that needs a punch to the face. Pretty much everyone except 2 of them, maybe 3.
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
I mean, actually, you know, scratch that. Nagito also deserves a punch to the face because he's being a shit all about it. Determine. Is he talking about the traitor? So why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Nagito lost Byakuya with being Byakuya 2.0. I mean, I guess. At least you could, like, hate Byakuya for all the right reasons. Nagito's just being a shitter for the fun of it. That makes it even worse. Did something happen to him?
How do you know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Perform the appropriate action to learn the secret. What is he talking about? Oh no, probably the Monokuma Tai Chi. Duh. Yeah, some of these questions are also like really stupid. Like, I don't think I've had any of these questions be wrong before. Like, I remember fucking one up during the free time, but in the class drill, I don't think I've messed up any of these because they're just so obvious.
You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it.
What's it to do with the
In
window?
the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
Wait a moment, chat. Actually, maybe no. Maybe that doesn't make any sense.
From
No,
that
that's fine.
window, I saw
We'll know after this chapter
very
anyway.
strange scenery.
Like, I was thinking, like, maybe the towers, like, I need to draw this, right? Like, everything is, like, on a line. Whatever.
Strange scenery?
But not in the way they think.
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Next to bring replays to retrieve a small dish of the camera from his inner pocket.
This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make
Let's
sense in this
begin.
picture. Now let's begin.
Shall I call it thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? Spot selection. This. Star, right? There's only one tower in the picture, that's what we've been thinking all along, which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you agree? Right, no. Just the entire fucking forest then? I don't know.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. Angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see.
Also, that tree on the right looks really
that
fucking
it?
blurry. Like I said, there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there's another contradiction contained on there. It doesn't make sense in this picture. Well, I mean, look at this fucking cutoff line. That doesn't make any sense. Also, the building, no matter how looking for this, is not taken from the first photo.
Here!
The sky? What the fuck, the sky? I don't get it.
House is what we thought it was.
Not sure about this one.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
So yeah, what I was thinking is that instead of the grape one being on the left side, it's actually on the right side, right next to the strawberry one. And the tower would move around in a spinning motion. Now maybe the middle thing just spins around. Nah. Nah, that would be the obvious. Everyone would notice that.
Which means, you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House. You should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of
The
Strawberry
spatial
House
awareness
is
sucks with the
located
information
in
we
a
have about
high
the tower
area,
and the elevator.
and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is
Either
merely
that or
an
the tower
illusion
turns
spell
around.
cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
Or more like moves around better.
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you
He's
don't
really
have
salty
a
about
real
that, isn't he?
talent, you already know about the other crew.
The other clue? Let's talk about it one other time. Oh, hello there, Hajime. Why are you here? Because I showed up. Why did you even come here? Maybe I
You're
teleported.
referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
I mean, unless the elevator does go down vertically, but then the 180-degree spinning doesn't make sense.
What does it mean?
What's the thing now? Just all the fact about the mystery behind the funhouse structure, the reason I could do a bit from the third floor, using the photo you took my way to find out, so I think about it. Alright, so I'll do this. Alright, got me diving. Can we do this again? Well, later. Right? Yeah. Also, why is there a spinning thing on the side there anyway? Like, it doesn't seem to cooperate with speed either. Spellbringers Grave Rope exists. Okay. What? The fuck's this question? Of course they exist. Something tells me I'm going to fuck this one up because I have no idea what's going on with the buildings as it is. No, I didn't even need to jump down. Are the same building or two different buildings? Pretty sure it's the same building then, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't even need to jump. Like, why do I even have the jump option for this? guess I'm going to go say that it's vertically then. Because I guess he went through the lid and then he came out in the lounge. However, it doesn't make sense with the elevator then. The elevator's
It's all
confusing
coming
me.
together.
The elevator is really confusing me.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Also, can we take a moment to address that all you see in those on the pictures is like a forest? Are we still on the island? What the fuck's going on?
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Oh, whoa, hold on, I'm drinking.
I
Well,
see! On top
I was
of
taking
Grape
sippy,
House.
how dare you?
That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle.
Also, those are pine trees. Pine tree on a tropical island?
Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Don't say oh snap. That's so early 2000s.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
I mean, this is... doesn't really matter.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
I mean, you can put the square on top of an hexagon.
It
Come on
never
now.
occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
More of a rectangle on a square, ain't it? But whatever.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises
gets on an elevator
totally
once then,
deserves
but
to be
whatever.
called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building.
Let me think, chat. I mean, it can still be pointed another way around.
Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
Yeah, but how does the elevator go from the back side of the red squares to the front side of the green hexagons? Well, unless it does go down and it spins around all the way on the outside, huh? I mean, I guess the elevator does take a while from what they said, but...
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Because the tower turns up or down. Come on
your
now.
precious hammies don't know. But it's so simple.
What are you being smart for?
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
No, you're not
Please
gonna be
watch
solving
me,
anything,
Sonia.
cunt.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
She doesn't care at all.
Definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Oh, Chet, the more he says, the worse he gets. And I thought he was a chill dude at first, but... yeah, those don't tell me anything.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
Probably this.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You're the fucking dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No
How
fair!
does
You
she like
totally
him so
stole my
much all of a
spotlight.
sudden? What?
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Okay, see, this is not going where I thought it was going. Like, what the fuck is this theory? A dummy of Nekomaru's body existence doesn't mean the killer prepared it in advance? Is it something like that even possible?
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
I'm
You mean
not
a
even
fake
sure what
body?
the fuck they're going with here.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
I just want to come and follow the full say about this. What the fuck? What do you want me to
You're
do here?
magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! So which one? Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
I am so confused right now. Like, what does any of this conversation have to do with anything?
It should be possible.
Like, where are they
to
getting
construct
this
a dummy from spare
from?
parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
And I don't have anything that even
No fair! You
hints
totally
at
stole my
anything of this.
spotlight.
So which one was a fake? Shut up! Just
Pick one of them.
Let's pick one of them, sure.
I'm gonna solve this. And hurry up, dumbass! One of the bodies in was
You're a dummy. Oh, okay. I'm the dummy. Not making any sense. If you've got something to say, say it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the
Like,
towers
none of these bills have any sense to do with whatever the
was
fuck they're
actually
talking
a
about.
dummy.
You mean a fake body?
How about they shoot the dummy back at you, huh?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I fucking know, guys. Mario, do we have a hint for this? Because I got no fucking idea. Yes, you're right, but technically Nekomaru isn't a machine, it's a mechanical organism, and negative fields and this is dummy.
Damn it!
What?
I'm gonna
I
solve
honestly
this
got no
mystery in a
fucking idea
flash.
what is going on here.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Fucking
was
fucking
actually a
Donald?
dummy.
Why? Good night, Brian.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Good night.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake
I
body?
have no fucking idea what's going on here.
Shut up! Just pick one of
Or
them.
what they want me to do here. Did Mario fall asleep? Oh no. There goes my hint, I guess.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Let me check. Oh, she's back.
Damn it!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers
was actually a duck. You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died. Neko body.
Nope. I'm gonna stop shooting shit because I have literally no idea what the fuck to do here because none of these make sense.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
I'm going to take a drink. Should have gotten alcohol for this. Hold on, what if I shoot the Monokuma fall at the second statement?
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies was actually a duck. You mean a fake?
Nekomaru. Neko body.
Nope.
Damn it!
I'm losing my life points there for no reason. Strange feeling is the one.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
And hurry up, duck. One of the bodies was actually.
No, that's wrong.
Ow! What? None of this makes sense. What is
Nekomaru's
this?
body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
Was it a carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too?
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body in Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
It's one of those prompts again.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Shouldn't it have been added as Kazuichi's account then? Instead of this? Meanwhile, the account we have is the one that says that like the compass spins 180 degrees in the elevator. Yeah.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
So why is it just between different floors in the same building? I feel like I've seen that before. Yeah, it's called a fucking elevator, you... Are we really looking for the word elevator now? Give me another E, please. Oh, Speedy. Why are you so fast now? Oh, I should have kept it there. Oh, goddamn. They're moving so fast, it's influencing my time to think. Ah, god damn it. Why are we speed all of a sudden? All of these have been very fucking slow until this point.
I got it!
fucking Poochie Wiggle in the right now.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was
No, the tower is
transported
an elevator,
using
you
an
moron.
elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
That's why it takes a
Which
while.
means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive.
Alright,
just
so
like
that's
an
see you later.
elevator.
Take care.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
It's a fake door. It spins around, I guess. I don't know.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
Things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. Covered stuff for a while now. Shouldn't be anything strange about him, not even the fact that they all moved to the elevator. The only thing they all have in common. They're all on the floor?
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
It's kind of badly worded, but okay.
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Something unique about an elevator. It's in a long circle. Oh, wait. What's wrong with that?
Damn it!
No?
Damn it!
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Only the floor moves? I mean, you can't really look up, so you can't really get a confirmation of that.
Designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Okay, but how far are those doorknobs sticking out then? Because when that is like, you know, break them off and it goes up and down.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but...
Yeah, probably just fake doors, so we don't even know where the actual exit is.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take
No, Lenny, Kenny.
responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no
What?
way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, you probably usually supposed to repair the button, but seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, it's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door. Chain? The door at least a strawberry has a chain wrapped around the door now. Yeah, even if you fix the button, it will help. Yeah.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said
getting
earlier
shot down
that
every time, huh?
Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically. Right. If so, how does the contact
the elevator.
supposedly
Please explain the elevator to
transport
me,
us
because I can
from
only
one
see one
house to
solution
the
to this
other?
now, and I'm not even sure if it makes sense. See, now that you mentioned it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree, what does it mean? Doors are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. With effect on my back was facing the elevator in the Grape House, my tower was on my right. My back was facing the elevator in the Strawberry House, the tower was on the left. How can I make this as a contradiction? Oh boy. Oh. It's going to be Kazuchi's account because of the needle spinning.
The two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Yeah, they are working together really well, aren't they? I'm gonna have Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but it's not really correct. I'll just shoot them at both of them and I'll be damned, I guess.
Vertically, not
No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
got correct right first time. Alright. Thank you, bye bye.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, that's pretty strange. I'm starting.
I feel like I'm just fumbling my way through this trail,
chat.
chat.
Needle rotated 180 degrees.
Like, Half of the time I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with this one.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as
The other ones
elevator
at least
moved
had
between
some
the
sort
two
of
houses,
grasp on it, but...
it also rotated 180 degrees. It was
Yeah, that's the mental
probably
image I had in my
following the
mind, but...
elevator as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
It's such a non-needed convoluted fucking elevator.
Rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
I don't know if I'm having fun right now, Monokuma.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking
We still
about
have
the
no...
important stuff.
We're like an hour in and we still have no even a remotely idea who the fuck committed this murder.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
An octagon is a shape with 8 corners. It's an octagon me.
I see!
I guess I know my shapes.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Place befitting of the name octagon, it's probably... Can I turn this thing around? I mean, the building was on the other side, so...
Here!
Eh?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get...
Yeah, I guess that checks out, huh?
It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Not really the 8-sided shape you're looking for, but... That room is really fucking weird in its build-up. Also, it didn't look as big as the bottom floor of the strawberry house, but whatever.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to
I
kill.
can't
making
think of
use the
anyone
building
who's smart
structure.
enough to realize all these things still left in this group. To be honest.
The funhouse
Maybe
itself is
Sonya
the
did it.
weapon.
The wild
So
card
they
here. And Gundam is in
killed
cahoots
using
with
the
her.
building
I don't
structure?
fucking know. They're being weird.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as
The
a
group
weapon.
pretending being dumb? Maybe.
Just
But they've been dumb the entire
for
fucking game.
crime.
Sometimes I'm not seeing it.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use it to murder Nekomaru? And who's the killer who did that? Recess time, isn't it? Yeah. We have Nugget going insane, so we'll be out of the question. I don't fucking know. Well, hello there, what a new bad word for Monomi. Oh, I can't really tell I won't be pleased with this. Well, let me say it right away. I'm many used to insults and slander was no word could use by another mere word. Monomi is a serious... Stafatly? That's a bit more straightforward than I expected. Stafatly, huh? That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporated into all three of these would be Stafatly. I was have a fat hitting in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monomi is a serious Stufatly.
Okay, sure, Monaco. Yeah, whatever. Oh no. I am not sure if I hate or like this entire case.
Hello.
I
hope
this
you're
again.
doing as well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
I'm worrying about my mental attitude in this game.
Yeehaw! But
Howdy.
be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Thanks for those wise words. Now let's get back to it.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Okay. Oh well. Anyway.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, it's not an actual weapon. It's a fucking building.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Every time you say Mekamaru, you need to think of fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. This is not helping, by the way.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important
Jujutsu.
moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply
I like the
murder.
atmosphere of the funhouse with the drum murdering is a bit of a doozy. I didn't even like the atmosphere that much because the fucking wallpaper, the wallpaper on the floors and the ceiling and the walls just like drove me fucking insane looking at it.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one.
The escape room part was fun though, I'll give it that.
Even one as diabolical as
Probably
I
the best
would
part,
avoid such
the best section of this entire part so far.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Stop being tsundere for food, Akane.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
No, I can do as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
If the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Impact by a giant pillar. Come on, guys. Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? So I really damaged if it was beaten sounds with a blunt object, but he was beaten with a blunt object would have been used as a killer with a structure. So that was the cause of death, it's also utilized the building structure. Right. Beaten by a blunt object, fallen dead, badly crushed by the elevator? No? A real little crash!
Crap!
Falling?
I see!
Why is the pillar over?
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
You really think a robot dies from fall damage? Come on!
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
How did they open the door to get in there?
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Gundam, my man, this entire game is just making things up on the spot.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
If it's a robot who survived taking a bazooka blast to the chest, I'm pretty sure he survives falling 3 floors down. Just saying.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly
Oh, just shut up, you.
You should burn in the flames of hell.
Chad, I'm starting to hate this character. He's being very obnoxious this entire chapter.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shot Nekomaru from? I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. And I button I can't feel because I can't contact the elevator while I'm going button off the screen. That's a lot of things.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
I think I have to shoot that one.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I mean, the pressure thing doesn't make sense to begin with, but whatever.
When the elevator is off, you can't go through the door. It'd be impossible. Then, how about the after locking the they moved the elevator and made use of the
Hold on, did you? As long as there's
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
The more you went on, the more you skipped Gundam's voice lines. Yeah, I can't blame you.
That
see
sensor
where you
should
would.
only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
I'm going to create a drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. Tricky seems to have an idea, but what could that be? The volume. Yeah. Like ours highlighted too.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all...
Either Gundam, Sonya, or Kazuichi, one of those three. Other than that, I have no idea.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
I mean, I kinda has the... Oh, I should pay attention here, actually.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh no. No. Nekomaru's inside the elevator, it can create a difference in elevation. But why?
If
Where
you
am I shooting
arrange it
is
a
at?
certain way, you can cause the elevator.
Huh? Connection is not listening to me, how 100% mega shocking. So easy though, is the way to create an elevator distance.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen? Silence, pest!
Don't be so
Maybe I
cold.
need to
What
agree
if I
with
start to
someone
enjoy
here.
it?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
I didn't hit it. Oh, when's the pill? When else the pill come out? Maybe third punch on top of that? No.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the
doorknob on the
Maybe I
floor?
should have pillar up Jackie's saying.
Don't be so... What if I start to enjoy it?
Shut up. You fucking simp.
If you arrange it a certain... You can cause the drop within the elevator.
No. Do I agree with, or do I contradict her, or do I agree with anyone else here? I'm also not sure what to use here.
If you arrange it a certain way,
I
you
think
can
it would be
cause
the
the drop
wire,
within the
but...
elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement,
I
right?
need to agree with someone.
That arrangement is...
Great, I need to agree with an idiot.
The
Amazing.
hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
I'm not even sure what the broken doorknob is going to add to this entire story to begin with.
What if I start to enjoy it?
I don't have 2 minutes left, that's not a lot.
If you arrange it a certain way,
Hammer?
you can cause the drop...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, not hammer.
Crap!
One more and I'm gaming over here anyway.
If you arrange it a certain... You can cause the drop...
So you're telling us to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Yep,
What about
okay,
the oil
game
on
up.
The
Oh.
doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so... What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a... You can cause the drop...
So you're telling us to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time...
What about the oil on the
Well, the first thing to do is split it off from the magic source. I don't even have any idea what the fuck I'm supposed to be agreeing with here.
You can cause the
At
drop
least
within
not
the
even what the
elevator.
bolt I'm supposed to be using.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The broken doorknob, let's go, right?
Isn't it
I
about
don't
time we went over the...
fucking
What
know.
about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor...
No? Okay.
Crap!
Hey, with that! Yeah, just give me another hint, because I'm not seeing what the fuck is going on here. After doing so well in Last Case 2.
This is mine. We will never give up.
That took a while to regain. You need to give it Vigo. With the doorknob. Okay.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the...
So you're telling...
To think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is efficient. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor is suspicious.
No. Chain maybe.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor is suspicious.
No!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop
Why?
within the elevator.
So you're telling us to think about the
You're
arrangement.
shooting at the fuck at him right now.
Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor.
I agree with that.
We've had 0 clues that the wire was connected to the doorknob.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Did they ever even address these, or how they could have been there? Have I forgotten a lot of shit with yesterday, or am I just being stupid?
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
So he was suspended in midair, he fell on top of the pillar. The pillar fell over. Eh.
Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
This case is a lot of details to clear up, so it's an easy one. I don't know, I'm feeling stupid, or I just feel like all of this is just being assballs, I'm not sure.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
Yeah, I know Monokuma has a bulge in the first few chapters before he got turned into a robot was fucking unmissable.
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What do you want? Oh, not this again.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I have this stupidity to deal with. I don't even...
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
Oh.
There's no way they could do that.
Oh, I wasted some slashes here.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire,
Oh, yeah. Not
how
that
would
one.
they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I don't like that these cuts are getting like really
Doesn't
limited
mean
all of
someone
a
had to
sudden.
push him off.
Kazuchi, have you ever heard of the thing called gravity?
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Gravity, you fucking
Now's
idiot.
the time if you... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story.
Thanks to Kazuchi figured out how to kill drop Nekomaru.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No? Okay. So he's saying that we're gonna do as well.
What? Nekomaru fell? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
I guess I need to put sleep mode button on him. I got.
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to him. Now's the time if you... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Pillar?
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode,
well,
right?
oops, not that.
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
No, also not. Okay, sure. Maybe I should just start flashing everything here.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
I can't switch the bullet fast enough before it changes.
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, okay. Next one.
Crap! What? Nekomaru should have still... If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside...
Oh, we need to do
Even
this
if they
shit
suspended
again.
Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Have these fuckers never heard of gravity, or am I just like being confused at this?
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off.
Guess the alarm clock comes in play here. Yeah.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
Allow me to cut through.
Also, his entire thing sounds different. Like, even if he didn't wake up, he would have fallen off.
What do you
because
think
there's no way another doorknob would have
woke up
elevated.
while he was suspended upside down in midair.
What are you saying? Like,
Well, I'm just overthinking the situation.
Wake up?
I don't know.
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you...
Chet, have you ever tried hanging a bag with stuff in it on the doorknob? It always slides down because it's too heavy. Well, I mean, usually, depends on what you put in it. Consider that this is a huge robot that's hanging off it. Like...
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected.
I mean, if he's heavy enough to rip off the fucking doorknob, he should have slid off a long time ago.
Was that
It's a really good wire you have there, I guess.
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Okay, I didn't expect the doorknob to go off. The only reason that happened was because... in that case, she must fill power. With the first run, I come up and grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but... not yet, here it comes, incredible strength. Greeting. That's what it really was. The most clue Nekomaru left to us.
See. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm
What
not
the
just
fuck?
a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
I mean, we know you are, but come on.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Do I have an image for this? For how I'm feeling right now? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Let me see, maybe I can find something appropriate for this. Let me see. I mean, maybe this kind of sums it up too, but not really. No. Maybe it is actually kind of. I think this is too small, isn't it? I think this is too small. Hold on. What are the dimensions on this? 300 by 300. Yeah, that's way too small. This is a good one too, but this also feels too small. 182. Nope, it's not gonna be it. This one? Oh yeah, it's also 112 pixels. That's way too small. Don't really have anything for this, do I? Maybe I need to check my repost folder. Actually, how big is this?
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
Actually, it's fucked up on the side. Fuck. There we go.
This guy. He gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I think of what happened was he collided with the pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Meanwhile, we still have no clue or idea whoever may have done this.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Why are you calling him this?
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30
we're going to get the
a.m.?
clock debate. We haven't done that one yet.
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
Yeah, that's impossible because we all woke up 7 a.m. and went to the hall, and that's when we found him.
Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Well, the mystery I don't understand says she's one after another, but again, check up at time like this, she's a little more able to reach the truth. Should be definitely clue to breaking through this contradiction. Yeah, because people fuck with the clock. Alright. You set your purpose for now. 3 acres account? Maybe?
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering.
An illusion, where do you hide it?
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it!
No, they messed with all the other clocks. No, I'm going to think about it. This was 7 a.m. We need to find the responsibility done with the greatest contradiction.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
was set for 7:30. Nekomaru died.
His time of death and the time that one of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed inside Nekomaru's chest.
Oh, he messed with the other clock. Oh.
Damn it!
Okay, I guess it's not that easy.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and one of those must be.
The killer probably just. They probably
Messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
Nekomaru's chest.
Also not that one. I'm just shooting willy-nilly now right now, chat.
Damn it.
You're not giving me the option I want to here.
Before 7
I'm
certain.
Nope, also not. Okay. Next bullet.
Crap!
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7
I'm
certain.
Crap!
I'm not sure it was just my mood, but
We headed for Grape
I
Tower.
don't fucking know, and I don't.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for
7:30 a.m.
Nope, also not. Okay. That was just a little mistake. No, he's correct. He's correct. I need to shoot something at these other two here. But what?
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest
Was set
Oh,
for 7:30.
never mind, I got
Nekomaru
it.
died.
His time of death and one of those must be an illusion.
killer probably did some tampering. They probably.
Messed with the clock
Got
No,
Nelson
that's
following me
wrong.
all along. I'm just being empty here. Brain empty.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one.
I
that
was
got
deaf set
tampered
on
with.
convincing them that they tampered with the other clocks, not correcting them that they could not fix Nekomaru's clock instead. Yeah, thought about it the wrong way.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility
Kinda
that the
impressive
time
they
is
did.
tampered with, then
Change
we must
two
doubt
clocks
that
at the same-
human's testimony.
It is Gundam and Sonya and Coots, isn't it? They could have used the phone. Because they could have done it at the same time and put it on the same moment. Because otherwise I wouldn't imagine someone being able to change the clock, move to the other clock, and do it at the same time. And like match it perfectly.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. Shoot up the clock. It's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps to overlooked something, maybe we're misunderstanding something. If we'll think and focus, I should be able to find an entry to the misery. I'm fine, chat, don't worry. My brain is leaking. No, I'm fine. I think. Maybe. Yeah, I only need to jump for these normal caps. The blue ramps I don't need to jump. But did you, I mean, I misunderstand. What? The diamond? Oh, the street. This is the street now. The diamond, the building. You're doing soonish? I imagine. Ah! That's not a jump button. I wish that cutting else correctly here would also kinda increase your health. But it doesn't. Or maybe those are too easy, huh? Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks, Nekomaru's radio clock, both. Feels like I'm not speeding up at all though. Oh, being tricky with your jumps now, huh? Somehow this shit is making me want to play audio stuff again. It's been like a decade since I've touched that game. It chose at the wrong time, both houses. Like, this entire game feels kinda unneeded right now, because I already kinda figured out that the clocks were fucked with from the get-go when Monokuma said it, so... Like, I'm not sure if I noticed that way too early, or am I, like, working with knowledge that I shouldn't yet have.
It's all coming together.
Maybe I'm being too perceptive for once in something. Even though I'm still fucking up this game so badly, man.
Isn't that right for you, Hiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I didn't notice it really early. It's just the way Monokuma worded it, it was so weird that it was like, wait a minute.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
Besides, everyone was suffering from starvation, so they wouldn't really think too much about the time.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right, that's the main problem with the clock power. How much the time was all the clock, killing us with the clocks. Ah, how long? Quite a few hours, I think. Okay. For you, Hiko's account, maybe. Like, hold on, what does it count as
The
again?
time in the building was all messed up.
Rumbling I know it's around 5:30 AM.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
I've seen multiple moments where I can actually shoot a gun to count that right now. Thing is, like a one shot left and I'm dead,
Only
so...
Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
I'm just going to shoot right from the get-go, I guess. But now I went to the killer just the time inside the building. How could I even figure it out?
If the time in the
I'm
building
gonna
was
shoot
off,
for
then we
equals
can
with
only
this
rely on
one.
the time of death, which clearly
7:30 a.m.
Okay, that's not it. Fact that the clock in Nekomaru's chest is correct, right? So he died at 7:30 AM, so I'm looking at flaws and arguments, I was thinking of a mistake. Yeah, I'm dead. Mortis. Oh, that means that Jimmy did it. Yeah!
Never give up!
Now this HP, this bar is going up as slowly as the bar goes down in Pokemon Generation 4. Should look at the other boss. Contact elevator.
if the time in the building was all messed, then we can only rely on the time of death, which clearly 7:30.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used?
If only I heard.
It was the second one.
With that.
And like I said, there was multiple options I could have shot this one at, but
We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
this is what makes more sense.
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing.
No,
wrong with
you're the
that.
only one who didn't hear
What's
it.
important
Huh?
is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
The rumbling sound we heard was as 5:30. It's likely that's how much time was off was ringing right in front of us. 2 hours?
I see! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only
If you
Nekomaru?
messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Stop messing with the time, you can always choose a specific thing. You were trying to learn Nekomaru and what the specific thing is. Daichi?
I see!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
Yeah, shouldn't Monokuma have been around for all this shit going down there?
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
I mean, I guess that checks out with Fuyuka's account where he saw him leave at 5.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7
How
a.m.
early did the clocks get changed then?
That's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
The cat's out of the bag on that one already anyway. Oh, outrageous. Honestly, I didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi, but it turned out like this. So you got distracted before getting there.
You were including us, right?
Cause otherwise he would have not said everyone. But Nekomaru never made it then, I guess. Yes?
We thought we came to the tower on
Sorry
time.
if
but
I'm
in truth,
sounding
it's
confused
way
right now,
past
chat. Like, this entire 2 hours has been a mess, hasn't it? I'm sorry.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
I feel like this is my worst stream of this game
You know,
yet.
tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery.
Gallery.
Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Has it? Still have no fucking idea what it could have been. Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
I don't remember seeing more. He went back to his room, right?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Oh. That thing, yeah.
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Whoever doesn't have an alibi for the time, right? Oh, do we need to select someone? Oh, fuck, I didn't pay attention. I think you? This is why the lockdown was bringing out while we're stupid, I didn't know.
Crap!
I mean, I got enough HP, I can just go by everyone at this point.
Crap!
Sonia? No, Sonia said she didn't hear it, so...
Crap!
Huh? Supposed to mean what? What? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
You're the only one!
I'm pretty sure it was a Nagito
The
though.
one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out,
I
even
am
though the
pretty
alarm
sure
was
it's
going
not
off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Yeah.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
They had the luxury rooms both, right? Not only are those like the furthest away from everything, probably also better insulated. So that's why they didn't hear anything.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same
Yeah.
goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
No, the people didn't hear the rumbling noise of Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Secret is whatever screen comment. Am I doing Hangman's Gambit again? Oh yeah, I'm sure am. Third time this time. Luxury lounge, I guess? No, okay. Deluxe lounge then. Ooh. I'm just gonna wait until you pass because I think that's going to hit it. Now that goes to you that I need it. I didn't want to shoot it actually. It's not. Is it lounge I'm looking for? I'm not sure what the word is here anymore. It's just deluxe rooms. I'm stupid. Oh yes, that just load up so conveniently so. There we go.
I got it!
Hopefully this was the last time this trail.
The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Guest rooms are devoted to quality created. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air installation. Well, I forgot the soundproof part, but I remember the excellent air installation.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime.
He really is throwing shit at us, ain't he?
Talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Someone feel like I understand what Nakato means. The killer among us. Oh shit. Oh shit, he said it. Killer murder Nekomaru. Yeah, I still have no fucking ID, by the way. Am I going off the list again? I don't know, you. Nope, okay.
Crap!
I mean, at this point, there's just so little people left, I can't just do this.
You're the only one!
Oh, hey, look, it comes back in Gundam. Who I guessed the first time.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
But why though? Nothing is pointing directly towards him at this point. Or is there?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Honestly, I didn't even pay attention to what the fucking rooms anymore.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Maybe I would have called to this if I actually paid attention to who called who which room.
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why.
I mean, I guess I could have used his hamsters to like change the clock as well.
Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower,
well, maybe the hamster moved the clock. That might be it.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? Slow, yeah.
Well, why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
I hope he's not going to say something, because it's going to be some chuny shit that doesn't make any sense.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Well, hamsters only have two ears, so 10?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
No, because of this fucker's also in a room.
System here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
On the other hand, I also cannot trust you saying that.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce.
Oh, why is it a farce?
Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Luigi, my ulcer.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Because you got the files and you found out the truth, I guess.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Next chapter is going to be a doozy, ain't it?
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, After returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
We're gonna see play the game?
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
Chad, you just had 3 lines in a row where you said Grape House. Let that sink in for a moment.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return
I
to
think I've had enough of grapes and strawberries after this.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. So such thing as a contradiction that can be overcome. Calm down there, Apollo. Or Phoenix, rather. Now what? Now what?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
It's either one of the last two. Did you say that accomplices or something is obvious? Something as well. What did that kind of say at the end though?
That elevator would.
Like, I was looking at the bullets, I kind of
As long
missed
as that
that.
elevator, your assumption plus the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot.
Since I was at Straw, there's no question that the
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Secret passage.
How much
no.
longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Like, I'm leaning towards the accomplice part, but I don't really have anything to shoot at it.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry,
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no
Let me
question.
try
that-
copying what was being said
How
earlier.
much longer do you? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that your assumption plus the elevator broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Return to Straw.
Since I was at there's no question that the following
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a passageway.
Oh wait, no, I think I got it the other way around. I need to copy that. Hold on.
that elevator was the only
Because there
means
is
of
a
travel.
secret
But as long as that
passageway at the,
your assumption
final
plus
bedroom.
the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot.
Since I was at Straw, there's no question that the
It would have been different if they. Or if there was a.
How much longer do you? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, the accomplice one sounds, I don't know, I'm still kind of minds that he was working together with Sonia, seeing how they were acting
There should
together,
have been another
but...
way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
So... Why?
You're the only one!
I got to vote for 3 people this time. 2 times Nagito, 1 time Gundam.
What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the 2 houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh.
However,
Oh wait, it's one of these.
Unaware of the existence of the final dead room.
Yeah, I thought it was done. It was going to be the panic talk. No.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
Did they do it again? Yeah. And we're also doing this again. Yay.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Okay, calm down now, Hulk. Calm down there. Oh, I'm doing this again.
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed
These words are pretty ass to hit, by the way.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Button mashing. Nice.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Okay, so I'm supposed to hit it with something. He probably means stop providing evidence to kill him into the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key that dwells within the light.
Know the limits of your own reasoning!
Do I have that?
You say the killer went to the Octagon?
No!
Don't bark, you cur!
I don't think I have
you don't
that.
want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Allow me
What
to
do you
cut
mean it's
through
a wire?
those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Eh? Yeah, I suppose that's true. But how does that correlate to just wire?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
Besides Nekomaru, the chain around his neck, didn't he?
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
I honestly would have preferred it if it said hammer instead of wire, but whatever.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, we obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
See,
Nice noises you're making.
this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what do you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the
Oh,
building,
okay, no
Gundam tried to
reconstruction.
lure
Sure.
only Nekomaru.
Whatever.
The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup.
Megaton is really done with all this shit, isn't
So
he?
he tried going over to Strawberry Tower. Just like we did
So
when
why
we
is this
found
an
out the
auto?
elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button
Yeah,
in
this is just an
Strawberry
auto
Hall wasn't
for
broken,
some reason.
so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Sure.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
You're just indirectly calling him a coward.
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make
This
me
is going on way too long.
After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
Appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on
You got
the
4
back
hamsters
of
at your disposal,
Nekomaru's
dude.
neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one.
Probably just thought the damsels were harmless, so he walked on his back, not realizing it would do anything.
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Because you really don't want to admit it. Then just as you requested, provide an argument that even you need not just to be persuaded. No, there goes this bullshit.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Still hate this shit.
Crushed as
Still hate
David
this.
prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
I hate time at the end because I don't know how much time I have to form the word. It's really stressful.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
I feel I did better at this rhythm than I did before at least, but...
As long as
still
you
sucks.
have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yeah, press the button. I wonder if he's getting executed, do his hamsters go with him? Like, do those get shot as well or some shit?
After Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
You know, I'm looking forward to this guy dying just because he's so fucking obnoxious to deal with.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses.
Alright, Monokuma, drag him off already, you agreed on it.
Now, trample this life! Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road! Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands!
I guess we have to do this after all then, huh? Alright, what do we have? This is a huge hammer when you press the button, hamster in the motor, alarm, and door. I like his walking animation here. There should be the button, but I don't have that. That one. Needs to be the crunching sound. Alright. This is him waking up. No? Okay. Did you put the hammer down there? Yeah. No? Yeah. I mean, that one's already up there, so it's not that one. No. Just gonna put them around. Okay, sure. Not entirely sure about that one, but whatever. There's the hamster pushing the button. I know where that one goes. Nope, okay. This clock wasn't throwing me off. Also not. Yeah. I'm messing with the basic concept elevator. Not there either. Still almost stock left though, because it's not saying that this is the last one. I guess it's the clock one? No. Okay. Now we get the last one. He looks so famished in that picture, Jesus. I mean, you know he's been starving, but still. I mean, none of that ever got reflected on the art, did it? Does the chain go down? No.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
But we already did this. Whatever.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
It's really good I didn't do this last night after all, because like, that was like roughly 2 hours, and we're getting up to 2 hours and 40 minutes here already, so that would be really very long if I did it yesterday.
First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in
Like, I'm not sure if this game is long or if my performance is just more poor, because I used to do the free time days and the investigation in one day, and then the class drill the other day, or the drill and the investigation.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Speed.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m.
I mean, I guess I was kind of right when I said, like, I suspected him and Sonya, but...
That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
I mean, he has to go all the way around then again. Sheesh.
But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to have attacked him. He could have just like put a hamster on his back, because he would let his guard down because it's a fucking hamster, you know?
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
I also want to come in and hang around for more than 10 minutes in this
place.
place.
Set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
Whatever.
Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
I still feel that the doorknob or the metal wire should have slid off long before him waking up, but whatever.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
I'm just surprised you didn't hear people going around on the floor with like the elevator doors opening and all that shit when you're sitting there. No.
The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru
Or am I the only one
was waking up.
overthinking the whole gravity aspect of this chat?
He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse.
What if he would have survived this? Because you don't know how strong the robot body was. Huh? Then what?
However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken
I'm going to
door.
come and said this thing was really strong, so...
Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop.
Can we kill him already?
Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid
Why is he so
the truth.
smug? I don't know.
Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru?
It's getting kind of lonely at his side, isn't it?
I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Alright. 18 sections. Yeah, that kind of checks out. I like how there's some that got like 100, like I guess it correctly, and then all the ones is like 50. It's like, yeah. A B, I'll take it. B for butt.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Oh, crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Are we going to see the execution right away, or before I like raise my volume of the audio capture volume and it's gonna be loud? Probably not. Alright, back to talking for me. It'd be better if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without many mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Teleco.
Nice!
Hey, I said it all without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's get the execution ready and get over with it. Hold on. It's true that the class drill is finished, but it doesn't mean the incident is over. Can't finish it until we heard from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? Delusa merely leaves. It would be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
It's what I would like to say, but for all his sake I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys made it said may I make Nekomaru powers without fighting him. However, that's a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that's no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died. Lost and died?
This
If he was trying to cling to life, there were many ways. There were many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing the secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru over to the town. And this is what happened. Why is the floor getting... Why is the background getting all wobbly? Nekomaru and I are alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back on me. Instead, he chose to fight at risk life and death.
That is...
A fight at risk life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too, he gave it all to try to kill me. Huh? If I died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You two would have never known why I the victim entered the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim was me, actually was a planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long.
What does being a team manager have to do with killing intent?
This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
What's his motive for this though? Like, why did he want to get out so badly? Was he afraid? Don't tell me he was afraid that his fucking hamsters were going to die, some shit like that.
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of
Warlock,
darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your
know, Jet, I don't think I'm going to miss him.
Is an annoyance.
Yeah, because they did about you too.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agrees it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That's abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Why do you think us to just wait until we stop to death? I'd rather have it happen to us than have the friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside this building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation, it's simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch,
Giving up on life is just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That's what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then why would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall
In a world, would consider, if a world would consider justice, then I will fight that world with everything, with every last fibre of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you.
It's a violation of the natural order. It's the arrogance of humanity. You're saying that outright to justify what you did. But it sounds like Nakamura felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man, he had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I've betrayed you all, that's the absolute truth. But even so, don't think you think it's a better alternative to slowly starve to death here?
Oh.
Dead belief, that's why you committed your crime.
You...
What about the final death room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make
I like Nagato, I only did it once, but... compared to my battle with Nakamura, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that. Well, it's also because you unexplicitly admitted you cried without enemy's resistance. Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? Can't believe you would ask such a fool's question. Just when you think I am, Gundam Tanaka. History's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 100,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it's impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us rid of this foolish talk and let the fun start. Monokuma, let's begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. Please wait. This is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia. Please, I beg of you. Why are you so fucking obsessed with him all of a sudden, anyway? Sonia. An act as unrefined as a man from going to his death does not befit the noble citizen itself. Gundam. Is it fine to start for wheels, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four
What is it, my
Devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark Devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
Why, dude. Hamsters live even shorter than humans. What the fuck are you on about?
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty
Like
is
how old do hamsters
I
get? It's
must
only like a few
return
years,
to
isn't
the
it?
Darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously!
Okay, sure.
That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium!
I think it's like 4 years or something you were only
I
that.
shall
That's
fill
about right.
hell with true hell!
Maybe he just had one more. Maybe he just had one hamster too much die to him, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm done. He just leaves.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Is he going to take the hamsters with him, or are they just going to leave them behind? What's he gonna do? Okay, let me turn it up by 10 decibel, so I can actually hear the music here. What the fuck am I looking? Oh, okay. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the sacrifices of poor hamsters. Aw. I'm not sure about how I feel about executions in this game. I'm gonna definitely win and out there, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, poor hamsters. Kitty. Alrighty then. Yeah, that was something alright. Gundam! No! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirits of his parting will still linger deep in her chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what you meant? That was the right thing to do. I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off, I need to throw something.
Damn it!
Y'all spend so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue living and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell and presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died here will have to die in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
So, how long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The class drill is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling nervous so long, I'm finally feeling refreshed. Let's hurry back and get some food.
Hey,
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like
Well, you
that.
know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And after that, we'll fill and sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm pretty sure there's only one more trail left in this. With this, the class drill will come to an end once again and we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished. Despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, optimism was only superficial. But in that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Wait, what? Who? Hmm? Oh. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else knew. But it's just too funny, I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There was no way that the fella just had Jimmy's information.
Well,
I guess we were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached our limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I will be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who sent me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's a lonely little Negito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So, what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
That's what I like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned it yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little bit more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me here anyway? Are you finally going to confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about a special prize from the final death room. Oh yeah, what about it? There's information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
That's weird.
you don't
Well, there
even
was a
know?
traitor from the Future Foundation hidden among us, right? Oh, Jack, he said the words again. Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file that contains the documents that were all created at the Oak Academy, right?
Of course!
That's right, and this reads the stuff from the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If the file contains information about the traitor, then was that person also a former student of Oak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Are you trying to keep us from learning the trader's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to eat things up, it's okay to do it for something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is you already know who the trader is. Oh, what's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well, you're
riled
splendidly
up.
correct when you say I know who the trader was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like warning me after losing a magic stack. The trader's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Your existence means nothing, huh?
No,
Oh, this is how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, a person is the evil future foundation like who's putting all you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. Didn't come to here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came to offer my cooperation, you know. Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the trader do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the trader is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you'd say that. Besides, I wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepbrothers and myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope, after all. But I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Remind you? I don't know what you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds me of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. Hee.
Lie.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? You can't rely on anyone on this island, that's why you have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that can be called ultimate hope. Oh, do you want to be a fucking god? The two of you are alike, you definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
What are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again, you're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, then the person is already on this island. Wouldn't that be exciting? What the hell are you going on about? Five days and 11 hours. The end.
Danganronpa.
Got the fucking earring. Would you like to save your progress? Yes. Alright. Double checking if it's saved. Yep, it did. Alright, chat, that's going to be it for today. Pretty sure there's only one more chapter left, seeing how the previous game went. Well, I say that and then done the final chapter, so 2 chapters technically. Yeah, that's going to be it for today. I don't have anything else. Hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow with Pokemon, I assume. Yeah? Yeah, that's about it. Bye bye, take care.